What was achieved this summer was the stuff of legend. Are you familiar with the Mabinogion? Let me remind you, in case you were too busy practicing penalties and things. The Mabinogion were written about 1,000 years ago, and they tell of tales of brave warriors and battles, list all the family members to honor them, talk about plants being turned into humans and animals being turned into stone. And I went back to my Mabinogion book, and I opened it up, and there was this passage in there. I thought, my goodness, this is uncanny. It reminds me of this summer. The Mabinogion, 2016. Aye, I said to the dragon, let us seek you and I by our magic and enchantment to conjure a team for Wales out of flowers. And we took the flowers of the oak and the flowers of the broom and the flowers of the meadow sweet, and from those called forth the very fairest and bravest men that mortal ever saw. And they were baptized with a baptism they used at that time, and they were named the Welsh Football Squad 2016. For my heart warms unto thee, and I know that thou art come of my blood. Show us therefore what thou can do. I will show thee, said the chief. I am Christopher Patrick Coleman, son of Coleman, the son of my mother, the father of princes and princesses, and husband of Charlotte. That is true, said Gareth Bale. Thou art a mighty consul. Whatsoever boon thou mayest ask, thou shalt receive. Is that how you talk, Gareth? Be what it may that thy tongue shall name, Captain Coleman. I should say Chief Coleman. Pledge the truth of heaven, said Coleman, and the faith of thy kingdom thereof, and oversee that they all learn the Welsh anthem. I pledge it thee gladly, said Bale. I crave of thee then, said Coleman and FAWales, that thou obtain for me a boom at the Euros at the hands of thy warriors. I seek it from Chris Gunter and Ben Davis, the son of Mr. Davis, and David Edwards, son of Mrs. Edwards, and Neil Taylor, and James Chester, and Cottrell, son of Cottrell, and these men came forth from the confines of hell, and came two further brethren, Danny Ward and Andy King, King Arthur's brother by his mother's side, and Jazz Richards, and Owain Vaughan Williams, who hath King Llywelyn the Great on his father's side, and Simon Church. And some of these men were welcomed by Ossian Roberts on his horse, Hen Groen. It's all true, right? And Kit, with plans aplenty and an eye on the heavens. And there was Ashley Williams. I got help from Joe on this, so if I'm doing it wrong. No, I did it in the stands anyway. Johnny Williams. And then you can add Georgie Williams. That's for next time, I think. Oh, those chiefs of the bards. And King Arthur's brother, Sam Vokes, defier of defeat. And Hal Robson Canu, spinning spirit. That was terrible, wasn't it? It gets better. And Joe Ledley. No one struck him in the battles to come by reason of his dance moves. All thought he was an auxiliary devil. And hair had he upon him like the hair of a stag. Then take Aaron Ramsey. No one touched him with a spear in the battles because of his beauty. All thought he was a natural blonde. An administering angel. And Joe Allen. No four-footed beast could run the distance of an acre, much less could it go beyond it. And unto all these men belonged these qualities. There was not any one who could keep pace with them, either on horseback or on foot. And Gareth Bale, when he intended to go upon a message for his lord, He never sought to find a path, but knowing whether he was going to go. If his way was through a wood, he went along the tops of the trees. And during his whole life, a blade of reed grass bent not beneath his feet, much less did one ever break, so lightly did he tread. His dominions were swallowed up by the world, including Real. But he himself always escaped for Wales, treading lightly, catching our dreams. And this squad, from bootboy to the top of Wayne Hennessy's head, battled together stronger, and with the guiding lights of Hartson, John Charles, Toshak, Rush, Hughes, Giggs, and Gary Speed, they came back victors. And were placed above Ireland, Scotland, and England in the official world rankings of the great footballing nations. And when the sun arose in the morning, the people could feel it, from Wrexham to Penllyn, Cardigan, Swansea, Cardiff City women to Newport, Brecon, and Barry Town, including Thomas Bluebirds, Monmouth Town, Cross y Ceiliog, Penrhyw Caber Rangers, Newcastle Emlyn Ladies, Ynys-y-Gerwyn, and Tredegar Town, and all feasted. Women and men, and all in between, and those watching in far-off lands, all now rejoiced. For these men in red had shown true and rare endowments in football: generosity, modesty, intellect, humor, and a brotherhood of man. And so, on this morrow early I arose, and when I came outside, a fall of leaves had come down the night before, and like a wild she-hawk I rose up, and like a raven alighted to this eve of celebration. And here I stand, and here I survey the teams and backroom crew and management staff and all in between. And on behalf of all sporting fans world over, I say diolch o galon to all you players of the beautiful game. Good luck to all the younger squad members coming through, and Godspeed you all in your next chapter.